Hi everybody, welcome back to Disney's Heroes vs. Villains series. And we're getting into it with two heroes this week. We have the legendary Robin Hood from 1973, voiced by Brian Bradford. And sorry if I mispronounced that. And then we have Sulley, voiced by John Goodman. Two fantastic animated, and they are just so fun. Two of the most legendary heroes in my mind. We have one of our heroes that steals. We have one of our heroes that scares. Okay. So when just say what they generally do, it does sound bad. But as we dive in, you'll find out they are definitely heroes. So first up, let's talk about their looks. Robin Hood is not in the human form in this movie. He is as a fox. Yes, he is a hero, but he's a fox. He's very athletic. He's very charming. Soulful eyes. He's a little mischievous. Um, I mean, he does steal for a living. I really like the green hat, the feather in the hat, the warm orange fur. Very handsome fox. Yes, he's a fox. So he might not be everybody's cup of tea. He doesn't look like a hero when you first meet him. This kind of goes for both our characters. Um, but he's very playful, and I think they did a great job with his design. They definitely turned Fox into being more human-like. Um, Still Fox. So, and then we to Sulley, our second hero. He's a monster. He's huge. He has blue fur. He scares children. Okay, neither one of our heroes sounds like a hero when you go from stealing to scaring, but they both are. Well, and I love Sully's huge towering look. I even got a picture with him in Disney World, and he's so cuddly. His fur with the blue and the green, they're really scrumptious. And let's get into their abilities. Now, Fox's ability is to be cunning and thrifty, and he steals. And he steals from the rich, and he gives to the poor. See, he steals in a good way. I guess. He's still stealing. But he steals, and that's his power. His big heart. It's not the stealing, it's the heart. Because his heart is in the right place. He wants to take care of those less fortunate, those who have nothing. He's really stealing back their stuff, though, if you think about it. If you dive into it, the rich are taking the poor people's stuff, and he's just taking it back. He's just returning to sender. And Sulley, he works for Monsters Incorporated, and his job is to scare children, have them yell, so that he can get all these yelling into a tube, and that gives the city their power of Monstropolis. I mispronounced that terribly. And that's how they do it in the beginning. And he also has a really big heart, because when a child gets out, he does everything in his power to get that child not only back to the real world, but get it back through the right door. And he doesn't care what it costs him. He's really just sacrificing it all, putting it all on the line to get Boo back to where she belongs. He's a hero. I mean, he started by scaring children. But in the end, by the Boo experience and by being our real hero, he finds out that it's not just screams that can power Monstropolis, it is laughter. And we find this out because of our hero. I love both our heroes' big hearts. Um, they do start out a little questionable in the movie, but in the end, we can see that they just have the biggest hearts. So I think this is a really hard one for me because I think their powers are so similar. Because it's all about heart, and both are our heroes. But aren't most heroes all about the heart?
And now on to the most iconic moments and entertainment value. And this is the round where Robin Hood fans are going to come alive. Robin Hood's entertainment value is extraordinary. The entire 1973 film rests squarely on his shoulders, and he carries it effortlessly from the very first frame. The archery tournament is one of Disney's most thrilling choreographed sequences. The disguise, the tension, the crowd holding their breath, the arrows splitting clean, it's suspense and triumph and humor all woven into one perfect scene.
I'm gonna win that golden arrow, and then I'm gonna present myself to the lovely maid Marian.
Listen, Scissor Bill, if you shoot half as good as you blabbermouth, you're better than Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, he says. Wowee! I'm tip-top all right, but I'm not as good as he is.
Well, that shot wins the golden arrow, the kiss, and the whole caboodle.
And the jailbreak is pure joy. Watching Robin Hood loop keys on an arrow, disguise himself, and outwit an entire garrison of guards with nothing but a lute and a plan. It is storytelling at its most fun.
That's awesome. Get going.
This ain't no hayride. That's moving out of here. On the Sherwood Forest.
We got him now.
Keep going. Don't worry about me.
This time we got him for sure.
Kill him.
And now onto Sulley's iconic moments. Let's start on the scare floor. Watching Sulley work is like watching a world-class athlete at the absolute peak of their craft. The build-up, the timing, the way the entire room hushes before he moves, and then the explosion of presence. It is masterful and it is deeply funny.
Oh, I'm feeling good today, Mikey. Yeah.
Attaboy, attaboy. Another dog coming right up.
You're still behind, Randall. You know, maybe I should realign the screen intake
Just
valve.
get me another door.
Ah, the door, yes, door.
The door vault chase is one of Pixar's greatest action sequences. Thousands of doors, infinite scale, the entire world of the film made kinetic in one breathless chase.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. What? Oh no!
No. Whose door?
There it is! How are we supposed to get to it now? Oh, it's a dead end, Sulley! There he is.
Make her laugh.
What? Sulley!
Just do it.
Ow!
Get it open.
Here he comes. Give me that kid! Come on, slide. Just slide.
Right. Come on.
Hurry up! Keep moving!
Get inside.
Oh! I hope that hurt, lizard boy!
Great job, buddy. We lost him. Woo! No.
Nice working with ya.
Get it open. Open the door.
But Sully's most iconic moment is not a roar, it's the ending. After the adventure, after the danger, after the loss, Sully opens the door and we hear a little voice say kitty. The moment makes grown adults cry, every single time.
Kitty.
So we're gonna have to break it down a little farther. Is our hero the fox that goes against what foxes usually are, which is evil and bad, and he really is doing so much good. Is it Sulley, who's a monster, who's usually bad if you think about monsters of the bed, usually scary and intimidating, but really he's a loving, friendly, caring individual. Really focuses all his love on this child that he wants to protect and take care of and get home. Now, Robin Hood gives out money for many people. He steals it and gives it back so that many people are taken care of. In the beginning, Sulley is just trying to get this little girl back, but when you go a little deeper, his job is really trying to power the whole city, so he really invests his whole day into giving back energy that provides energy for the city to run. So, both heroes all day long, I guess.
And now a little pros and cons list for each character. Starting with Robin Hood from Robin Hood. His pros: Master Archer. His arrow splits another arrow clean down the middle, making him one of the most visually spectacular marksmen in Disney history. Clever disguises. He walks through enemy territory dressed as a fortune teller, without a single guard catching on, proving that his wit is just as sharp as his aim. Underdog spirit. He fights for the powerless with nothing but skill and heart, making every victory deeply personal and earned. Solo entertainer. He carries the entire 1973 film on his own charm, delivering laughs, thrills, and warmth without a sidekick stealing the spotlight. And lastly, timeless design. His simple green hat and warm orange fur have remained instantly recognizable for over 50 years, proving that great design never goes out of style. His cons: no superpowers. He relies entirely on skill and cleverness, which means against opponents with supernatural abilities, he is working at a real disadvantage. Limited scale. His heroism lives in street-level rescues and dungeon breaks, and it can feel small when compared to heroes who save entire worlds or civilizations. Animation error. The film's budget limitations in 1973 left some sequences visually unpolished, which can slightly undercut the epic feel of the biggest moments. Underrated status. While his devoted fans are passionate, he is less frequently top of the mind for casual Disney audiences, which could cost him votes against a more widely celebrated hero. And now on to Sulley. His pros: technical marvel. His 2 million plus individually animated fur hairs were a Pixar breakthrough that permanently changed the standard for what animated characters look like. Emotional range. He moves effortlessly from thunderously terrifying on the scare floor to heartbreakingly gentle with Boo, giving him a depth that very few animated heroes can match. Record-breaking power, holding 2,315 scare records, makes him the undisputed best in the world at what he does, and that kind of dominance is genuinely impressive. Iconic ending. The moment he opens the door and hears Boo say, "Kitty," is one of Pixar's most emotionally perfect conclusions, and it lives rent-free in the hearts of fans forever. And loyal fanbase. Monsters, Inc. is one of Pixar's most beloved films, and Sully's fans show up with deep emotional investment that translates directly into bracket votes. His cons: shared spotlight. His most powerful and memorable moments all happen alongside Mike or Boo, meaning that he rarely gets to shine in a scene that is entirely undeniably his own. Brute force. His natural instinct is power over precision, and in matchups that reward cleverness or strategy, that gap in finesse could work against him. Context development. Voters who haven't revisited Monsters, Inc. recently may underestimate just how emotionally rich his arc is, because his greatness really requires the full film to fully land. And gentle giant perception. Because he is so associated with the warmth and softness by the end of his story, some fans may forget just how formidable and competitive a hero he actually is.
This is such a tough one for me. I don't know how you guys are going to decide. Is it going to be off their looks? Because I think they're both very handsome looking as our heroes. The fox with the hat and the feather and his green shirt. Pretty sure it's green. And then Sulley, the big blue monster. I don't know how you pick. I can't wait to see what you guys vote for in this one. Let me know in the comments below on our post page. And as always, Thank you guys for joining me. Keep sharing with your friends. Keep the comments coming. I'm enjoying reading this. And as always, thank you for joining me. And remember, find a reason to smile today. Bye, everybody.